My name is Luke. I am one of the seasonal rangers here at Mesa Verde. I'll be the one showing you around Cliff Palace this morning, and as we do that, I'm going to be giving you guys kind of a little bit of the history of the ancestor Pueblo people. I love kind of talking about how they came into this landscape, really learned to adjust to this land, its challenges, really learned to thrive here, and got to a point where they could leave something as impressive as Cliff Palace behind for us to be able to see today. So as we head down there, we'll be talking about that bit of history, but one thing that we do have to take care of is just making sure that we're all keeping safe down there. As I mentioned, they had to adapt to a landscape with its fair share of challenges, and a lot of those challenges are what we're going to be dealing with today. So, most important thing is, does everybody have water? Alright, good. As you guys have probably been able to tell, we are in a desert. It's hot out here. It's dry out here. Keeping up your hydration is the single most important thing you can do. So do make sure that you are keeping hydrated. You can bring water into the cliff dwellings. That being said, I don't want to see any drinks besides water. The reason for that being, if it were to spill, water is not a big deal. Something that is full of sugar, on the other hand, is going to attract creatures to the site. We don't really want that to happen. We don't want them to get too comfy down there. So take water, just make sure it's only water. Thing number 2 is once we are down in the cliff dwelling, I don't want to see anybody eating any snacks. Same reason as not taking any sugary drinks. We don't want to attract creatures to the site and make them think it's a nice place to be.
Can I interrupt for just a second?
Yeah.
Henry's tool.
Yeah.
So you can use
Sounds good.
Cool. Thank you.
All right.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yep. So when it does come to snacks, this is very important. I do want you guys to eat. Out here in this environment, it is very important that you keep up your nutritional intake. It can be very hard to tell just how much you are sweating, and that's just because it is evaporating right away. As a result, it is hard to tell just how many things like electrolytes you are losing. So it's important to make sure that you are keeping up your nutritional intake. While you are out and about, when you are not in a cliff dwelling, please do make sure that you keep eating snacks. Make sure that you're having proper meals. If you got something salty especially, that's good. If you got sweet snacks, mix those in too. As long as you got some kind of variety. It's the most important thing, just besides hydration. I would say the other thing that tends to do people in is they remember to drink water, they don't remember to eat. So just make sure that you guys are doing that, just not in the dwelling, that's all. Now, thing number 3, we are at high elevation right now. We are sitting at about 7,000 feet. If you guys are not used to that, you are going to feel it. Even if you have gotten used to it. I've been here for a month. I still feel it. When I go up on this Cliff Palace tour, I'm a little bit winded at the end of it. So the important thing for you guys to realize is that that is normal. It is going to get a little bit difficult to catch your breath at times. You might feel your muscles aching a little bit faster than you were expecting. The important thing is to realize that's normal. It's probably going to happen. And if you do feel that coming on, take a little rest, take a little break. If we're on our way out of the cliff dwelling and we climb the ladder and you need to stop and just catch your breath a little bit, do it. Take care of yourselves. If we end up being a few minutes late leaving the cliff dwelling, that's fine. I would rather that you guys are taking care of yourself rather than you're pushing yourselves too hard. Somebody has an issue. Obviously, it's better to take care of yourselves. So just be aware that that will be a thing. If you feel like coming on, take a little rest. Now, finally, we do also want to make sure that we are keeping the site itself safe. So once we are down there in Cliff Palace, we want to make sure that we're not touching any of the stonework. There is a lot of sandstone down there. If it looks like that over there, like what you guys are currently sitting on, that's great. That's natural sandstone. Touch that all you want. Sit on it. Relax on it. If it looks like it was actually made by man, I'll ask that you keep your hands off. Reason for that, we're full of all kinds of different things. We've got oils on our skin. Hopefully you guys are using some form of UV protection, so you probably got sunscreen as well. If we leave that kind of residue on the brickwork, it is going to show as time goes on. You will be able to see spots where people have obviously been touching. It's all smoothed out and it's started to turn black. We want to make sure that doesn't keep happening. So just make sure the site stays pristine. You can be right next to a wall, just don't touch it. Thing number 2 is we do want to make sure that we are visiting the site with respect. This is still a very important place. It is part of a culture that is alive and well today. when Pueblo visitors come here, there are often cases where they will be able to tell us which dwelling their ancestors actually came from. So in that regard, when we are down there, I want you guys to treat those buildings in the same way that you would hope strangers would treat your own home. If you saw a group of strangers this big in your yard, you're probably already a little concerned. If they start opening your doors and windows and just start hauling themselves through to see what's going on in there, you're probably calling the police. So in that regard, I just want you guys to treat those buildings the same way. When we're right up next to them, you're welcome to look inside. You can take a little peek. You don't have to hold yourself halfway through a opening to do that. So just make sure that we are being respectful of that site. Now, I want to give you guys a little bit of a heads up as to what we are going to be in for as we head into this dwelling and head back out. We're going to start by going down this staircase right here. We're going to reach it. in Northern Europe where the sun doesn't shine. But even for me, to be able to be in a place like this, even if I don't have a personal connection to it, if you will, it is still, oh, hi, we got a friend. It's gonna go look for whoever has the brightest shirt. Checking to see if you're not a giant flower. I'm glad that was a hummingbird. The last couple of times that something decided to hover around my group, it was a tarantula hawk, and people do not like those nearly as much. A tarantula hawk, by the way, is a very large wasp, for those who don't know. At any rate, as I was saying, just the cool thing about being here is, if nothing else, it really allows you to see just how ingenious the human species really is. These structures right here, all out to the southwest, these are technically the oldest permanent structures in the United States. The ancestor Pueblo people made this place and actually completely left it behind before cities like New York, Philadelphia, you guys may have heard that Santa Fe is the oldest continually inhabited city in the United States. It's because the Pueblo lived there first. And they're just one example. All throughout the world, there are people and cultures who had limited technologies, who are stuck in the Stone Age, and yet nonetheless accomplished really amazing things. That's something that I just love to really focus on, is the fact that the human species is really ingenious, they're really smart, they know how to adapt to all kinds of situations, and being able to see the fruit of that labor, I think is just amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed it here too, but with that, sadly, we do have to start making our way out of the palace. I do thank you guys for joining me down here today. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your time at Mesa Verde. Head out that direction. I'll be bringing up the rear again, so if you guys do have any questions, feel free to ask me on my own. But yeah, thanks again.
Thank you.